Hi, my name is Janessa Hammond, and I am going to share with you the career I studied. I studied the Social and Community Services Manager. The Social and Community Services Manager. You're probably wondering what that is, and I will enlighten you. So some of the working environment of the Social and Community Services Manager, it can vary depending on your location. So what I mean by location is, the organization that you work for. So they can work for a nonprofit, local organization. They can work for a government organization. They can work in an office. They can work at a clinic. They could work at a hospital. They could work at a shelter. So there's lots of different places that this kind of job takes place. Lots of places need this role. So I like that because I especially like how they can work in a shelter. If I can, may I please share with you a personal story. When I was 14 years old, I turned 14. It was my birthday, and my parents told me I could have a birthday party. So I was jazzed about that, and I decided that I wanted tons of people to come. I wanted to invite everyone I could think of, and I wanted them to invite their friends. And I wanted everyone that came to my party to bring an awesome gift. Typical teenager, right? But the different thing about this birthday party was that all the gifts were for someone in a women's shelter. And it was an amazing experience. Can you just imagine, like 20, 14-year-old girls all bringing gifts for children and for girls their own age who are underprivileged and in a shelter, and it was just, it was amazing. And so I've always just had a soft place in my heart for women's shelters in particular. And so I was happy to find out that this job can take place there. So that's cool. Some of the stressors that I foresaw with this particular job is that they can have a lot of different hats they wear. Almost as many as a mom, but they have a lot of tasks that they juggle, and I could see that as potentially being really stressful if the person isn't ready to manage, everything that's on their plate. And some of the tasks, that they do that I'm talking about juggling is they do a lot of the behind the scenes work. For example, they could take care of the budget, manage the budget. They can bring on and train new employees. They're also the face of the organization to the community, which is kind of a big deal. So they'll go to speaking engagements, they'll go out into the community and figure out what programs are needed. What does the community need? They'll figure that out, design the program, put the program together, execute the program, and then they'll do some tests to see how the program did. They'll analyze the data to see, what needs to change, and just the cycle keeps going and going. So there's a lot that they do, a lot of different tasks that they could do, and I actually think that's perfect for me. The job right now that I have is kind of like that, where there's a lot of different tasks in different areas of the company that I manage, and so for me that works. So the benefits, as far as like the health benefits and the retirement benefits, it really just depends on where you on who your employer is. If the government was your employer, they would have a different policy than if it was a local nonprofit organization. And so the benefits aren't across the board. It just really depends on who your employer is. So that's something that as you apply, you would have to look into for yourself. As far as the salary goes, the beginning salary is about $38,000 a year, and for a more experienced salary, it's about $105,000 a year. So pretty big gap there. The requirements for this job are at least a bachelor's degree and a little bit of work experience. They prefer people with a master's degree, but they require a bachelor's degree. So that's that. And some cool things that I found, some just miscellaneous items that I found about this career, are that the rate of job openings for this career are increasing higher than the average job. So that's cool. There's a couple reasons for that. There's a greater opportunity for retirement and disability locations. So that's a big opening that's coming. And another opening that I was surprised to find out is for people. A lot more people are seeking help to recover from drug addictions. So there's a lot of opportunity there. And also, a lot of illegal drug users, instead of putting them in jail, now they're required to get treatment. And so there's opportunities there as well. So that's what I learned. That's some of the things I learned about the social and community services manager, and I hope that you consider this if it sounds right for you. And thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you have a great day.